Last season, the Spurs finished 13th in the West and missed the playoffs for the 6th year in a row. On paper, that sounds like failure. But if you look deeper, you'll see something much more important: progress. Real, undeniable progress. After back-to-back 22-win seasons, San Antonio jumped all the way to 34 wins, tying their best record in the last 6 years. The standings don't show it, but the Spurs were turning a corner. The numbers tell the story. An offensive rating of 113.5 ranked 19th. A defensive rating of 116.3 put them 25th. Their net rating, -2.8, which placed them 22nd overall. Nothing elite, but compared to the bottom of the league, where they'd been stuck, it was a step forward. With Wembanyama on the floor, they went 21-25. Without him, they sank to 13-23. His value was crystal clear. And when De'Aaron Fox went down late in the year, everything collapsed even further. If both guys had stayed healthy, this was easily a team that could have played at a .500 pace. And then came the biggest loss of all: Gregg Popovich. After 29 legendary seasons, Pop stepped away following a medical emergency. Most franchises would have folded under that weight, but the Spurs didn't. They fought. They adapted. And even without their cornerstone coach, they produced their most improved season in years. Now, as San Antonio enters the 2025-26 season, Pop is gone. The Dynasty days are truly in the rearview mirror. And yet, the Spurs might be standing on the edge of something even bigger. Because what's rising in San Antonio isn't nostalgia, it's the NBA's most dangerous young core. And at the center of it all, Wemby. 2 seasons into his career, Victor Wembanyama isn't a project anymore. He's a problem. He's already bending the league around his size, his skill, and his IQ. With better health and the right support, he might already be a top 10 player. Some even say top 5. ESPN's top 100 rankings heading into this season placed him at number 5, behind Jokic, SGA, Luka, and Young. Maybe it's early, maybe it's a reach, but the fact that it's even a conversation tells you everything. And when you look at the numbers, it's hard to argue. Before a blood clot in his right shoulder cut his sophomore year short, he played 46 of the first 52 games and put up numbers that didn't even seem real. 24.3 points, 11 rebounds, nearly 4 assists, over 3.5 blocks. He was an all-star in just his second season. He was the favorite for Defensive Player of the Year. He wasn't supposed to arrive this fast, but here he is, rewriting expectations. When he was on the floor, the Spurs had a fighting chance. When he wasn't, they sank. That's what dominance looks like. Only 20 players scored more per game. Only 7 rebounded better. Nobody blocked shots at his level. 3 of the 5 major categories, points, rebounds, and blocks, Wemby was elite. That's top 5 player stuff, whether you want to admit it or not. And now, he's healthy. Cleared in July, instead of sitting back, he doubled down. He went to China, training in a Shaolin temple to sharpen his discipline and body control. He spent time with Kevin Garnett, working on his aggression, his edge, his attitude. He studied footwork and post moves with Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the most skilled bigs to ever touch a basketball. This isn't a 7'5" kid figuring it out anymore. This is a 21-year-old weapon, adding layers to a game that already looks unfair. And if history is any indicator, year 3 is when legends take off. Michael Jordan missed most of his second year with a broken foot. In year 3, he came back and averaged 37 points a night. LeBron James in his third year, 3.177, finishing second in MVP voting. Greatness makes the leap in year 3. And Victor Wembanyama looks ready to make that leap. But here's what separates him from those guys. Neither Jordan nor LeBron had a co-star like De'Aaron Fox in year 3. Neither had a reigning Rookie of the Year on the roster. Neither had the kind of supporting cast San Antonio has built around their alien. That's the part people don't see coming. Because for all the hype around Wemby, the Spurs quietly built depth around him that finally makes sense. Fox is the headline. Of course, San Antonio gave him the extension because they know he's the right partner. Quick, shifty, clutch. Fox averaged nearly 20 points and 7 assists in his short Spurs run before injury shut him down. Now, fully healthy, he's paired with Wemby for what could be the deadliest pick-and-roll duo in the league. Don't think about it. Fox has always been elite in the pick. Back in Sacramento, he built one of the most efficient to-man games in basketball, with Domantas. Now swap Sabonis for a 7'5" unicorn who can roll, pop, and finish everything. That's nightmare fuel for defenses. The sample size last year was too small to show it, but this season, that connection is going to explode. And Fox isn't alone. The Spurs added Dylan Harper, the number 2 pick, and Carter Bryant at 14. They've got Stephon Castle, the reigning Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Sochan, the defensive agitator, Devin Vassell, and Keldon Johnson, both improve its seasons. Veterans like Harrison Barnes, Kelly Olynyk, and Luke Kornet to steady the floor. For the first time in years, San Antonio has options. They can run small, they can go big, they can play fast, they can slow it down. This isn't just Wemby and prayers anymore. The biggest thing missing last season was depth. Now they have it. The biggest issue was spacing. Now, they've got shooters. The biggest question was leadership. Now Fox and Wemby are ready to answer it together. The expectation isn't just improvement anymore. The expectation is the playoffs. After 7 long years, San Antonio is ready to break through. A 6 to 8 seed finish isn't a dream, it's realistic, and if things click, if health stays on their side, the Spurs could shock everyone and climb even higher. Because, let's be clear, this is just the beginning. Wemby is only 21. Fox is in his prime. Castle and Harper haven't even scratched the surface. This is a core that could grow into something bigger than the Duncan-era Spurs. A dynasty built not on fundamentals, but on freakish talent. A dynasty powered by a 7'5" alien, who might go down as one of the greatest players of all time. The league thought it had time. Time to adjust to Wemby. Time to wait out the Spurs. But that time is gone. San Antonio isn't rebuilding anymore. They're coming, and when they arrive, they won't just take a playoff spot, they'll take the league by storm. So, if you're not buying Spurs stock right now, this might be your last chance before the breakout. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives like this. Drop a comment below. The Spurs a legit top 6 team in the West this season? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.